What up? It's your girl Medusarella, and you know, hopefully, I hope everything sounds good. Everything sounds crisp. We're here with a different type of video today because we're actually gonna be reacting. This is not a gaming video, but this is related to gaming enough. So it's like, you know, you're not really escaping the world of gaming. You're just taking a little path down the street over there, and hopefully, we get exactly what we're looking for in this video. So y'all heard about the new character, the new champ that's apparently coming to Riot and everything, the Riot Games Nation as far as League of Legends. And you know, League of Legends is always dropping something new. League of Legends never stop dropping something. So we got a couple new champs actually. So this is not just going to be a one champ reaction, but apparently I hear there's 2 champs coming. And I'm surprised because one of them, I didn't really know that they were coming. So let's play the video first, you know, before we have any pre-reactions, you know, or any of that. You know, let's watch it, let's talk about it, and let's see where it go from there. Okay. So we got this video straight off the Riot client. So if you guys do want to see that, you know, obviously, you know, just go to the Riot client. It's right there. And then you can see the same video that I am seeing and judge from the same point of view that I'm seeing. Don't really know if we're going to skip through yet. We're going to see what we're working with first, and then, you know, we could talk a little bit more about it.
We've been teasing a cute, small ADC that will be swooping into the rift soon. Me, Smolder, the fiery fledgling. Look at our cute little son. Oh no! It's a dragon!
It's a baby dragon!
At least I didn't end up in the tree again. Hi, I'm Smolder.
That's me.
Oh, my mom says hi too.
Who's your mom?
I'm the best dragon. Hey mom, what are the fire thingies next to my ears called? Oh, okay. What's that?
Yeah, get Cassiopeia.
Look what I can do.
Oh, you get him with your fire. Yeah, I love seeing Dravens die.
Yeah. Did you see that, Mom? I smoked them. Fine.
Smolder!
One of the goals we had for Smolder was to make a straightforward ADC, as all of the recent ADCs we've released are high skill champs or very non-traditional. Felios, Samira, Zeri, Mila. We want to fulfill the fantasy of a little dragon who can focus on honing his fire-breathing skills.
Oh.
And while Smolder may be working on his skills, his mom is never too far in the distance and is always ready to make an appearance when he needs her the most.
After Smolder, we'll be heading further north to cool off from all that dragon fire. Our Vestayan solo laner is someone we've been wanting to bring to the Rift for a while, but the last time we tried that development took a bit of a detour and we ended up with Silas.
But not to worry, the Champions team is back on the case and is focusing on making a new mid-range mage. We have another champion in the works who should be a familiar face to all of you. But we're going to hand things over to Riot Brightmoon and Meddler to talk a little bit more about our new upcoming champion.
Last year, we shared that Arcane Season 2 will be releasing globally this November. Everyone at Riot is really excited by the show, and we've been inspired to bring Arcane into game lore.
Yeah.
I'll show you a small preview of one of the things the League team's been working on.
Okay.
So the first bit of Arcane you'll be seeing in League will be Ambessa. She'll bring
I got
domination to the Rift.
I got something to say about her.
So she won't be for the faint of heart in the game. Don't let her large stature fool you though. She brings both strength and speed, sidestepping attacks with surprising agility.
And Ambessa's only the first piece of Arcane coming to League this year.
And she's supposed to be a mid laner.
Season 2 will have Arcane-inspired gameplay and a new VGU, new skins, as well as a few other surprises.
You know we like skins.
So excited for the new season. I hope you are too.
Y'all need to work on some game modes too, but you know we like skins.
Okay, one, but just a short one.
What y'all about to show me? Hello, what's going on? What is this? Vladimir? About to come suck your blood up. What's going on? What that? I decided to get another video for Smolder because I wanted to see a little bit other things. So they got his passive dragon practice, hitting champions with abilities, killing enemies with super scorcher breath, grant Smolder a stack of dragon practice. Stacks increase the damage of Smolder's basic abilities. Ooh, this a lot. The Q. 25 damage on enemies surrounded the target. 25 seconds explosions beyond the target that deals 75% of abilities damage. Burns the target, dealing max health true damage over 3 seconds. Enemy champions that drop below a total health threshold while burning are killed instantly. God damn. So they just said after a certain amount of health, you dead if you get hit with that. Got his W at you. Lets out adorable flaming sneeze. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. What else we got? We got E flap flap. He literally jump in the ground and starts flap flapping. Gain a little move speed, ignoring the Terran. And he attacks the lowest health enemy. Okay, flap flap. And then we got his alt mom. Oh, he yelled for his mom, and his mom sends the fire breathing. Damn. And heals her son. Okay, mom. I want to know who his mom is, though. I really do. So, his alleged great combo would be a WREQ. See, but Tom Kench is an interesting person. Or you got the REWQ. I need to try these combos when Smolder decides that wants to come out and play. Or they got QWRE as another recommendation. So they got a couple recommendations up in here. Okay, so this is Smolder in combat. Look at... Ooh. Ooh. Is Smolder gonna whoop Kaiser's ass? Let's see a little something. Let's see a little something. Okay, under the turret. Ooh, damn. Okay, so with a Lulu, that works nicely too, apparently. Soraka could have died right there. Ooh, Soraka did die right there. Under that threshold. Got the little burns up popped off. Okay. Smolder in a team combat fight. Wait, they have Essence Reaver and Collector. And then we got Bert. I forgot how you say those boots' name, but the speed boots I like to call them for ADCs. And Navori's Quick Blades. I'm just trying to remember some of these builds for when we try it out, you know. And there's that other item. I know what it's called, but I don't know what it's called, actually. I just remember seeing it. Okay, so Smolder definitely would work really well in team fights because, you know, if his goal is to burn people and, you know, the burn might bounce off of other people, kind of like Brand to a degree, but just as an ADC, I'm like, that could work real well. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about it. Some people say that Smolder and Spyro share some similarities. In my personal opinion, I think so. I think it's definitely Smolder is Spyro, but in League's depiction to kind of make it look like more leaguey. But at the end of the day, I do feel like I like the concept. I'm curious about what he's gonna bring, what they're gonna make him do. Do I feel like he's probably gonna be OP in the beginning? I don't know. But I do feel like the chances of that are likely. Because, you know, in the beginning, when League drops something, you know, they tend to be a little bit overpowered most of the time in the beginning. So it's like, you know, you always expect, like, you know, like, we might like this champ, whatever the case may be, but it's either, I feel like lately it's fell under, like, two umbrellas where it's like either they're OP a little bit if the right person uses them, depending on the situation, or, you know, they're just complicated. Because I was going to say, the last champ that has dropped, I would say, like, you know, they're cool to use and everything, but it's definitely something where it's like that you got to really concentrate on using them the right way. So everything could play out the right way. So it's like, they're definitely usable, they're definitely useful. Do I think he's going to stay as an ADC? I would definitely say he probably will stay as an ADC. I mean, like, you know, in the beginning, they always like to, you know, put them where they belong. But I do feel like somebody gonna try to use him as a mid. And somebody might even try to use him as a top. I don't know if somebody would try to use Smolder as a jungle necessarily, because I was like, he could. I feel like he could be used as a jungle. I do feel like some people could figure out a way to use him as a jungle. I feel like the only thing I could kind of see him not playing is support. But honestly, that depends on how much his damage actually ends up doing. Because I was like, at least from the way I see it here, I could already see, like, he may be intended for ADC, but I feel like some people definitely gonna play around with him in other lanes and figure out the right build for whatever lane that they're gonna try to experiment him in. But I could definitely see him in multiple lanes, at least based off of what I've seen. Me personally. Now, what people are gonna actually do, you know, we gotta wait for him to drop. And then we're gonna see, like, you know, like, where is he gonna become the most ideal? Because I was gonna say, you know, the last champ, you know, he was meant to be a mid laner. Now people are kind of using him a little bit more as a support, you know, and I support it. I still definitely got to play around with that last new champ a little bit more, because I do want to play him more. I did like his abilities, but I haven't really been concentrating on playing him too much because I've been playing a little bit more ranked lately. So, you know, I'm not going to bring that new character that I do not have figured out to ranked yet. So, but definitely waiting on Smolder to come out so I could see, you know, how he works. But one thing I want to bring up, we got to bring this girl up right here. Cut the cameras real quick. Why they bringing you in? That's what I want to know. I personally feel like we did not ask for her. I'm not speaking for the whole League community, but at least based off the way the game has went, and I guess based off of people where it's like you know, I love this character from Arcane and stuff like that, you know, not necessarily people love him, but I thought, you know, we were gonna see Silco at least, because, you know, we at least saw Silco in TFT. So I'm like, you know, like, they got what he looks like, you know, as like generated into the game. So, like, you know, all they gotta do is, like, you know, get his little ability animations and get him going, you know, like, put him in the game. I thought they were gonna put him in the game first. You know, nobody really asked for Silco either. But I feel like people were definitely expecting Silco eventually. And then, even though I don't know if she really does anything, you know, like, I know some people were definitely talking about, you know, the possibility of Mel coming into the game, because some people did love her character and like her demeanor and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, I would have definitely thought at least like Mel would have came to the game, even though I don't know what category she would fit in as far as abilities go, because I'm gonna let y'all know right now, like, you know, there's still some League lore I gotta read up on, and I did watch the show, but I don't know if the show was enough context for me to be like, you know, like, oh, like, I should know exactly what Mel would do, you know, because I was like, I don't know if I just missed it or if I was supposed to pay attention to lore or something like that. So I don't know if, like, you know, the answer is actually there and I just don't know it. But I thought they would have put Mel or Silco. I feel like nobody asked for her. But I feel like even though nobody asked for her, you know, like, she's, of course, they're going to make her useful some way. And I don't know if it's going to necessarily make people love her, or at least love her in-game. Because I was like, maybe they'll love her more in-game, definitely, than in the show. But then again, you know, we don't know what she's going to do or say or be just in general in the second season. And I love to know that they said, like, you know, in the upcoming November, they're trying to, like, you know, trying to get Arcane Season 2 out there. So I'm really happy about that. It's been a long time since just thinking about Arcane. And I'm like, it's something that I really want to see Season 2. But I'll definitely say, like, for the couple of little character launches, you know, the Smolder coming, the, her coming, I forgot what her name is, and honestly, when they said her name, I feel like if I try to say it, I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm not gonna say it at all. We're just gonna keep pointing at her picture, you know, like, right there. Okay, it's actually that way, because my camera's putting her in that direction, right there. But, yeah, I was like, I wasn't expecting her, if they were gonna pick somebody from Arcane, but you know, you do you, league. Y'all got a plan. At the end of the day, this is not my money making game. You feel me? It's not my game. But yeah, I want to see them drop Mel, me personally. But I'm still curious in what she's gonna do. I'm still really curious in what she's gonna do, and I feel like seeing what she would do would definitely give us an insight to the possibility of Mel maybe being in as well, or at least getting an idea of what she would lean towards doing. So hopefully we see that. You know, we saw the couple of Smolder gameplays. We definitely got to try out Smolder when Smolder does come out, you know, so expect to see some gameplay when Smolder does officially come out. So we will be playing that. We will be testing him. We will be, I don't know if we're necessarily going to main him. You know, that's a little stretch. We kind of got to see where he's going, what he does, and how he fits with my play style at the moment to see if we want to add him to the roster. But for now, you know, thank y'all for tuning in to our little Smolder reacts / that girl reacts, you know, the one we didn't expect to be coming into the game. And, you know, obviously our other little 2 and 3 senses that we put in there for, you know, the characters that I thought we wanted to see and that they were gonna see. But, you know, maybe we're gonna see them one day. So as we wait on that day, thank you for tuning in and seeing your medusarella reacts.
We make the streams
louder.
louder.